WA is the first state in the world to use human technology on racehorses. Injuries could soon be predicted through a blood test and a CT scan. It's all led by researchers at UWA, as Rebecca Petroska explains.
World First Research right here in WA is hoping to predict a horse's injury based on a simple blood test. I've got Telemed co-director Chris Coucher here. What can you tell us about this process?
Telemed Vet has been undertaking this research for the past few years, but really excited to have RAWA involved now to hopefully fast-track that research. Biomarkers have been something which vets and researchers have been looking at for decades, but we've come up with a novel approach to not only take the blood test but also scan on the same day. And then with the help of Charles Sturt University, we then use a form of AI to interpret those images. So really exciting that research of this nature is coming out of Western Australia.
And what's the process? So horses don't even have to show symptoms to be identified for these type of scans. How does that work?
Yeah, well, the last few years we've been working on purely horses that have been sent to us for a referral, so horses that are considered to have some form of underlying injury. What RAWA's funding will allow us to do is now scan horses that don't have those underlying injuries, so to add to the data, and then in the future you may get to a point where you can take a blood test off a horse which isn't showing that lameness, and it's going to give the trainers, owners and vets some information that they otherwise wouldn't have had.
So can you tell us what that means for the future of horse racing and the welfare of horses in general?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of hard work that's going to have to go into this before we get to a point where it's a diagnostic tool, but hopefully one day we can add to the research which develops a blood test which can predict bone fatigue or fracture before it become apparent to the vets, trainers and owners.
In the news at 6, we'll show you exactly how those machines work and what that means for the future of horses.